Great, thank you, Andy, and thank you for the panel. We had the pleasure to hear so many perspectives, and Sunil, you helped me to leverage the question and the discussion to the more higher level when Sunil asked the question about safety and security, and what is the role of the governments, what is the role of the public organizations, and this really takes us to the next session in which the Israeli government was mentioned several times during our conference here. The Ministry of Defense was mentioned as well, and here we are going to meet the part of the Ministry of Defense that is called MAFAT, in which this is the Directorate for the Defense Research and Development of the Ministry of Defense. On a personal note, I had the pleasure and the honor to establish the cyber branch in this organization back in 2010, and these days this is so much bigger, the cyber activities. So this is my pleasure to invite to the stage Dr. Danny Gold, Brigadier General retired, the head of the MAFAT, to the stage. Please, Danny.
Thanks. Thanks for the introduction. And thanks, Professor Ben Israel and Gili, for inviting me. It's my honor and pleasure to be here. What I will do, I will present my organization in a nutshell. We are in charge of R&D. This is our main role, and then of course I will dive into cyber. This is our main role. We are creating the R&D and the knowledge for Israel defense and dual use oriented. We have about 1,500 projects at the same time. The biggest VC in Israel. We are not VC, we are working for Israel's superiority, but this is the number. Can be from $100K in the university to $2 billion, the new defense system. We also we have more roles in addition to create the R&D and the knowledge of Israel. We're also in charge of international cooperation regarding building the capability and do R&D. And also we're in charge of elite technology personnel. We are scanning the high school, find the best of the best, Alpiot is the famous one, and then train them from technology point of view and personality point of view, because we want them to be the next technology leaders of Israel. We have few programs that are doing that. So this is our main roles. We are working in all the supply chain and all the change of R&D. You can see in the bottom, from research in university, research in research centers around Israel in the defense community and out of the defense community, and it's also create the infrastructure, the facility that one have to do research on it. We have to build it for missile tests to cyber to AI, and then maintain it and operate it, upgrade it all the time. So this is the layer, like the Maslow layer, the first layer. Above it, we have another unit that do the first cut demonstration, create building blocks, can be detectors, can be new ideas for finding tunnels, or can be things in the space. So we create the building blocks and the demonstration, and after that, we continue, the same team is continue to work towards create a product. We call it full-scale development and assimilate the product in the field. This is quite unique in Israel. Normally, around the world, there's split responsibility. One do the science and technology, the other do the R&D, and the first doing the acquisition or full-scale development. Here we all in one. In addition to that, we are specific the sub-directorate that there are one-stop shop for everything. One is for space, launchers and surveillance satellites, and sometimes a communication satellite, and of course nano-satellite, the new wave. The other is UAV, unmanned area vehicle, for the small one to the big one, to the giant one, we do many, many missions. And the fourth one, of course, is the third one is a missile defense organization, Iron Dome, David Sling, Aero 2, 3, 4, etc. Now, nowadays we are opening 2 or 3 more directorate. One is already working, is dual use, working in the commercial world. I will discuss it later. The other one is AI and autonomous. It exists today, but we will give it more power and more autonomous, because we have to be both creative and time to market or time to field, decrease the time to field. So we're going to put a lot of effort in this. And the third one is future technology. Not only deep technology, but future technology. Quantum we know, AI we know, cyber we know, all the rest we know. What will be the next thing that will put Israel Defense Forces in a superior position against our enemy, but also Israel as international leader in this aspect. So we are searching Israel, what is hidden in Israel, and we don't know exactly. And we have some ideas, is around the chips things, something very unique in Israel. We're going to build it and create a new industry. So this is our organization. I will show some, maybe some movies, so won't be too boring. The first, of course, is Iron Dome. You cannot see it, right? You cannot see it. So I will see how to fix it. Maybe this. Yes. So Iron Dome started like this, with no protection of rockets. This is a situation in a town near the border called Sderot, near the border with Gaza. They're shooting rockets inside the Festival of the Kids. They have only, even less than that, 15 seconds to find a shelter. For this, because of this and other occasion, we went to fastly develop the Iron Dome, fastest in the world. We finished the development in 3.5 years or 3 years, minimum cost and maximum performances, and the system is working. We designed the Iron Dome not for this conflict, but also for massive shooting of enemy rockets. This is something haven't happened yet. This is a video I taken from the YouTube, some Russian exercise before the war with Ukraine. They're shooting hundreds at the same time. We are prepared to defend against this. And in the meantime, we have our own conflict. This is shooting 15 actual rockets on Beersheba, one of the southern city of Israel, during a wedding. You can hear the music of the wedding. You see here the barbecue smoke, and Iron Dome is going to intercept almost automatically. Of course, with women and men in the loop here to intercept all the rockets. And in the last, one of the last conflicts, they're shooting much more. This is a swarm of rockets above Tel Aviv. Around them is the dots. We intercept all of them with very high success rate. We continue to upgrade the system all the time. It's like, not exactly like application in the iPhone, but we issue a new version every year or so, and we enhance the sync capability in many aspects. Now we can take rockets, missile, cruise missiles, and UAV. So this is Iron Dome, the top layer. Above Iron Dome, we have David Sling. We also use it in the last conflict. And above it, we intercept ballistic missile in the space. This is a test that we have done in US because of a safety problem. We cannot do it above the Middle East because commercial jet and ships. We take ourselves and all the facility to US, Alaska, Kodiak, and we build all the integration lab. We shoot the enemy missile, and we intercept the enemy missile with arrows free in the space. This is arrow free going to the space and intercept long-range ballistic missiles above 1,000 kilometers, 1,400 kilometers. So this is the air defense. Now we are moving to a laser. We will add a laser for intercepting the threats. Skip this. I show the actual test. We have not long ago a test that we shoot rockets and we intercept the rockets with laser. One can see the interception. It's burning the rockets, exploding the rockets. We shoot 120 millimeter also mortars, is also substantial threat, and we intercept it with laser. And lastly, we shoot UAV, like Iranian-style UAV. Here we decide to cut the wing, but we can also burn the warhead, explode the warhead, whatever we want to do. This is a demonstration, and now we are in a program to finish the development and deploy the system in numerous of years to Israel Defense Forces. It will be added capability to Iron Dome. Iron Dome will decide who is going to shoot. We shoot the the active Iron Dome or the laser, depends on the situation, weather, and everything else. So it's already under development. I skipped the rest of the video because of time. Moving to it's not exactly new. We started 5-6 years ago to look at the commercial market. Dual use, swarm of drones that control the traffic in Tel Aviv can be the same swarm of drone. They can control Gaza or Lebanon or protect the border. Of course, we have to do more things, be more robust, more immune, and do other things. But in principle, the architecture and some of the inside technology can be the same. So why not to cooperate? Quantum technology, we are leading the national program for Israel on quantum. We, MAFAT, our organization, not only for the defense, which defense is, of course, communication you cannot break, supercomputing and navigation and high-end sensors. For the commercial, there's a lot of application. It's a superpower race. We are in the game, and we are leading the program for Israel. It's a dual-use technology. Energy sources we can take from the cars, from the handphone to our use. Robotics, autonomous system, of course, machine learning, AI, big data. We show a small example of automatic face recognition. This is one example. We have many more. And another example can be bioconvergence. Is also dual use for the commercial. Is investing those billions of dollars from medical point of view, like coronavirus is not only one example, but the treatment of CAR-T. CAR-T is a treatment against cancer that you take cells from the body, engineer them, change them, inject them back to your body, and the body should treat the cancer by itself. So this area, we take it to our use, and we can, for example, engineer germs in the enemy territories or bacteria that lie there on the ground, detect somehow buried explosive, IED, emit light, and we get the light with UAV or with drones and mark the places with the forces. Is one example, is not science fiction. We work on this and many other applications and bioconversion. NewSpec is the nanosatellite. We can take the hardware of the nanosatellite that Elon Musk or others are launching, very cheap, and build our own secret things on it. No use to invent it from scratch. And of course, the cyber, some is dual use, some is not dual use. I give you some area on the cyber that we are working. This is a cyber conference. Some area, most of them I cannot, of course, elaborate. We work on low footprint cybersecurity agents in the system, so it will prevent stealthy. The attacker cannot detect this prevention and monitoring. So we work on this very hard. We have some good success. The second issue is software supply chain, how to clear the supply chain. The no malware is inside. We work in proprietary solution to do it. Let us say the third one, I will go to the cloud in a second, is trust threat hunting at the scale of the country on superpower, data-driven analytics for cyber threat detection using a lot of sensors in the network, deploying AI, and find a threat hunting at the scale, which can be simple attacker, can be superpower, can be terror, can be anything, is already operational. And fourth one is trusted public cloud work. This is very ambitious goal. We want to work on cloud, even in secret and top secret. So it's a multi-layer approach to solve the business. Both I want to send my information in the cloud, store it in the cloud, processes in a secure way in the cloud. B, if I write code, I want it to be free of malware. How do I clear the chain of the supply chain in the cloud? Although I'm not on the cloud, okay, as all the giants on the cloud, Google or others. And third, how do I collaborate in the cloud with all the rich capability that the cloud has? So we are working to clear every channel. I'm optimistic that we can work in the cloud up to a higher level. This will change, of course, all the digital way how we work. So this is a major investment. By the way, it's also, of course, dual use because banks and other entities also want to do it. The fifth one is malware research, automated AI-based lab for continuously harvesting and operational investigation, large variety of malware to detect everything but at large scale. And the end is security, automation, and response, and orchestrating all the system using AI. All come to a point at the end that will, I hope, we are not now in there, to create this, let's say, concept of Cyberdome, protecting Israel from all the aspects, both from the things that's coming to Israel, fiber or satellite, and both entities in Israel, so everything will be protected using this high-end technology. This is, I think, there's two things from here. I think one, of course, is the working, very important, working on cloud in a secure way. Again, the cybercom concept, we are approaching to do it. So this is regarding the cyber. In general, to work in dual-use area with the commercial work, with startups and all the commercial company, we have to change. We have changed ourselves. We are very fast. We are R&D organization, MAFAT, fastest probably in Israel, but still we are a government. We have law regulation. We are not, in the past, was built and tuned to work with startup. We have a lot of challenges, bureaucracy, value of death, how to support the startup after that, competition with the commercial market, time to market. So we changed the organization. We have internal processes in my organization for green route for startups and small-scale innovation, so we can contract them very fast. We solve all the IP business, down payment, all the bureaucracy of government, and then we are joining national initiative in dual-use unclassified manner. I mentioned quantum. We do the same in AI, and we will do the same in bioconvergence. Cooperate at national level, and after that international. We do competition in the partially virtual in the internet. Give you an example. There are seen probably you know. People are competing in the internet, whether by gaming or AI challenges. So we join the game. Example, we send thousands of tagged pictures that you explain what is in the picture, red car or face or something like this. We send it on the internet, open a competition, and then a few hundred pictures for the competition. 525 groups around the world approach the competition, sign the competition. You can see yourself where you are in the competition. You can see you can improve. After a while, 3 months, we set the target day, and then we decide. It's automatic decision because it's AI-based, all AI-based, and it's AI competition to recognize things in picture. And then we give first prize, second prize, third prize to the winner. For them, it's not the money. For them, money is not a large amount of money. For them, it's a prestige because we're supposed to be a good organization. They can go to the boss, ask 50% raise. They can go publish the winning as part of PhD, or they can go to another job. So this is the game, the commercial way. We are part of the game. For us, what we get, this is the deal, is the knowledge, is the source code, is the code itself. So in 3 months, we're exposed to all the knowledge. In this case, picture recognition-based, AI-based, but we have many more that we are doing. Part we do physical, of course. This is swarm of drones, indoor. This is a competition that we have done worldwide. Swarm of drones that can go into the buildings, scan the room, identify people. It's also a competition that we do together with US. So we try to open ourselves to the commercial tool set that we have. We are cooperating with the government sector in Israel. It's also something pretty new. We have 70 government-owned companies. I'm not talking about the defense company. I'm talking about oil, gas, infrastructure, building, fire department, everything. So we try to cooperate with them, find mutual area to work, dual use, and we work. There's a list of companies. There are many, many companies. Can be, I give you one example. When we fly our aircraft or a UAV, we're trying to detect missiles and rockets and defend ourselves or defend Israel. For us, fires are false alarm. We clear them. For the fire department, we have to detect them in real time when they happen, and then they can go and treat it very fast before it becomes a big fire. This is one example. We have many more. So this is the government sectors. We have dual-use funds with the chief scientists, commercial one, with the cyber authority and with the university. And what is quite innovative that we have done in recent year, we also work here with the commercial, pure commercial market, which means VC, venture capital, which are private. And the interesting about on dual use, the scheme is very simple. We clear the bureaucracy. We are scanning the market together. We find a good startup, it can be cyber, can be AI, can be drone, can be anything, can be communication, never mind. We find a good startup. I send my best people to check the team, to check the case, the defense case. We take care of the defense case. We escort the company for success. We put the best people to escort them to a success. We do pilot, we do tests, and the VC is putting the more budget, of course, and they take care of the commercial market. Not my business. So together, we bring the companies to success, which is a win-win for everybody, including the company. We have one Canadian VC fund. Another is a Japanese Singapore fund, which is oriented on Japan commercial market. But they are coming to it to scan. We scan together. And the last one is really out of the box. It's a pension fund in Israel called Altra L'Shacham. We are now building the fund with them, and we have more waiting. Also do, of course, partially we publish dual-use initiative with other countries. We publish some of them. India is one of them that have been published. So I give you even two examples of this dual use. Laser. Laser, the company who developed the laser source, not all the system is Elbit or Rafael. Laser Source is a company that their goal is the commercial market, welding or melding or for building bridges or cars. And we take the laser, enhance the laser, and intercept rocket with the laser, have I shown before. This is a very good example of dual use. And the other, maybe the last example that I will give is our brain is working 10 to 20 times faster than my action because of, not because of motorical limitation, because of cognitive bias and learning mechanism. So the idea is for the defense case, we put on the head of interpreters of satellite photo, some helmet is not look like that, it's more not today is more slicky, more nice. And why? Connected to computer, based AI. The interpreter is interpreted the satellite photo. We get the brainwave, why the interpretation is happening. We send it to the AI computer. The AI learn the brainwave, learn what the operator is doing. After a while, the computer can do it much faster and much accurate than the human being. So, and then you can do it faster, 10 to 20 times faster, and also find things, target that the human being cannot find. So this is the defense case. The commercial case is put it in the airport to screen the baggage, and then the officer can screen the baggage. In parallel, the computer is first learning, and after that, acting to find things that the human being cannot find, reroute the bag to a place, and you can open it. So this is the commercial case. It's already been tested in the airport in Singapore and the US. So this is a few examples of dual use. Again, we work fast also in the defense company. Many of innovation will stay. Of course, this is our main source of power. I give you the famous example of Iron Dome. We develop very fast, the faster development in the world, 3.5 years, top performances, and also minimum cost. So we break the triangle of project management. You know, there's performances, cost, and time. If you want increased performances, you have to increase the time or pay more money. This, we break it. We do all. Top performances, minimum cost, and minimum money. It's still today work like that. We are going to go a new version or test of Iron Dome. We are not doing it like what we used to do or other people used to do. You go, you do firing tests, you go home, debrief few months, change the software, create a lesson learned. No, we wake up 6 a.m. in the south of Israel, we shoot, and then we debrief, and then we will change the software, test, and then shoot again, sleep few hours, shoot again and again and again. So in 1 week, we can shoot dozens of rockets or missile or interception. We learn a lot and shrink the time of the version till the version is issued to the field, 1/10 the regular time. So this is how we work. This is the organization. Thank you very much.